Hello everybody, this is a advanced tutorial video on cases F2l cases 31 and 32. These are the cases where you'll have a corner piece in the top layer and your cross color sticker is facing up. So if you have a white cross, your white sticker is facing up and your edge piece is not in the top layer. Somewhere in the center layer. It's not going to be in the bottom because your cross is solved. So it's either going to look, if you line them up, if you put the corner piece on top of the edge, which we're going to do in all of these cases first, it's the first step, it's either going to look like this, more like a checkerboard pattern, or it's going to look like this, like an upside down pear. You know, and in this case, this pear would need to just be flipped down here. So this is the first case we'll cover. The way you set it up on a solved cube, we're going to do an R, U, R prime, so we pull out this F2L pair. And then we're going to do a hedge slammer in the front, F, R prime, F prime, R, U. So again, if this corner piece was in the top, the first thing we want to do on all of these cases in this video is we're going to put it on top of the edge piece that we're trying to pair. So if that edge piece is in the front right, we bring it over here and it looks like a pear, and we want to put it in this front right slot. Here's what we do. We do a U prime, so we're going to move this over to the back so they're on the same face. And then we're going to do a sledgehammer, and we get an oriented pair that we can easily insert with an R, U prime, R prime. So again, that's U prime, sledgehammer, inserted. If we want to put this back here, we're going to do an R, U prime, R prime to pull it out, and now it'll be an oriented pair right for back here. So we would do R prime, U, R. Since we did two R primes in a row in the center of that, we can replace those with an R2. So we just do an R, U prime, R2, U, R, and I push with that U with my left hand, just like that. If we want to put this in the corner here, I want to talk about this insert that's in the first video first. It's for case 2 for a non-oriented case that's already paired up in your top layer, but we're going to insert this in the front. We would do a hedge slammer, but in the back we use this face to assist us by doing, first we do a fat L, then a U, L prime, U prime, M prime. Well, that fat L, it's the same as doing an R move. And then if we did a cube rotation, fat L, we're moving the cube the same way. So, well, let's just get going with it. To put this into this diagonal opposite slot here, we do an R, U prime. And now we just insert this into here, and it's just like we just did that, because we had to do that anyway. So we just do a rotation here. We do a U, L prime, U prime, M prime. I might have made that more complicated than I needed to, so let's try that one more time here. Set it up. So we're going for this slot here. Just do an R, U prime, rotate the cube, U, L prime, U prime, M prime. That's how you get it in there. Just like that. And if we want to put this pair here, we do an F2, fat R, U2, fat R prime. Put it in. It's a 4-move insert. I haven't found a better one. So that's if it's in the front right. That covers all 4 spots. If it's in the front left, we do the exact same thing but left-handed version. So here we would bring this back to do our sledgehammer and insert. If we want to go to the back slot, just bring this up, bring it out, L2, push, put it in. If we want to go back here, lift it up, kick it out, rotate the cube, just like in the first video. And if we want to go here, we're going to do an F2, get this out, fix the cross in the front, put it back. And that won't mess with any of none of those will mess with any of the other slots. So let's say we're in the back right. This is a little different here. If we're in the back right and we want to stay in the back right, but these just need to be flipped, first thing we do is we regrip right here. And we're going to do an R2, pretty much an R2, so we're going to get this center piece, this cross piece up. But before we do that, we're going to kick this out like that. So it's a R prime, U, R prime. Then we're going to do an F, and now we have a block. And we're going to put the block back, but we have to fix this on the way back. So we're going to go R, F prime, R, like that. So let's set that up. Again, it's back here and we want to keep it back there, but flip it. You regrip here. We're going to go R prime, U, R prime, F, R, F prime, R. Get it back in there. So now if we have this in the back right and we want it in the front right, we do the same thing we did from the front, but we're going to do it in the back. So we do a R prime, U, R2, U prime, R prime, and it's in. Just like that. If we want to go back here, we do an R prime, U, and then we do a hedge slammer. But we got to fix this, so then we do an R after that. So again, that's just R prime, U, sledgehammer, R to fix our cross. And if it's back here and we want it here, I lift up here, do a B2 basically. And if since it's over here, I do a fat R prime, U2, fat R. It's back in. And so we just do the exact same thing for. So I don't know if you're paying attention. We don't really care about orientation. We just care about what these colors are and where we want to put them, where they are, and where we want to put them. So if we're back here, we do the same thing, but we regrip here, just like that. Fix the cross as you go back. If you want to go here, no regrips for that. Regripping will just only make it harder. If we want to go here, bring it over, hedge slammer, and then fix this. And if we wanted to go here, do a B2, bring this up, fix the cross, put it back. So that's it for cases 30. For case 31. For case 32, take a solved cube, and we're going to do 3 sexy moves right here. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Sexy moves are 6 cycles, so if you do them 6 times, it's solved. This is the next case we're covering. So again, if we have the corner and here's our edge, we do a U2, we get it on top. Or if it were here, we would do a U, we get it on top. We see that it's not one of the other 16 actually cases that we looked at last time for case 31. They're not paired together. It's more like a checkerboard pattern. Well, we did 3 sexy moves to get this, so if we do 3 more, it will be solved. So 1, 2, 3. That's one way to do it. But I don't do it that way, and I'm going to explain why. I think you might adopt my way after I tell you. So the sexy move RU R prime U prime. The first thing that it does is it pulls out an F2l pair and puts it right here. Then we do it again. It gives us this case, but this is in the back. We do it a third time. It gives us the case that we're talking about, case 32. Fourth time gives us this case that we've covered. We know that 2 sexy moves gets it in, or 1 sexy move gives you an easy case on the top. You can put this wherever you want. Put it in. Or if if it's going here, you do 2 sexy moves and it's in. You don't have to do that last U prime. So again, let's do 1, 2, 3. Well, the problem is, if you see this, you pair it up, whether it's here, 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 or here. We're going to pair it up. And then you just do 2 sexy moves if it's not going into the slot that it's in. And you'll have an easy case in the top layer. But an easy case, if we do it twice, it's easy to insert it here into the slot that you're doing it in, or it's opposite right here. But if it needs to go here, it's a non-oriented easy case where we have to do F moves, and I don't like doing those. Or if it were back here, we would do this. I don't like doing those. I'd much rather have a pair. So instead of doing sexy move R, U, R prime, U prime, do the opposite. U, R, U prime, R prime. So it's solved right now. If we do that 3 times, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, we get our case again. We do it 3 more times, and we solve our case. But if we do it 2 more times, since it's the reverse, we're to the pair. And I'd much rather have a non-oriented pair hedge slammer here, or this insert, than the non-oriented easy case. So what I do with all of these is I don't do the actual sexy move. I do the reverse of the sexy move. So I do U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime. Now you can put this wherever you want just by doing it twice. If it was 3, you just do a third one and you're in. But if you needed it here, you would do a hedge slammer. Or there it would be oriented in relation to what you were doing here. From the back, it's just as easy. What I do to remember it, let's say it's in the back left here. The first thing I do is I move this corner piece, knowing that it's over top, I move it over to the side. So if it's back here, you don't move it to the front towards you, move it to the side. And then the next thing you're going to do is pull this towards you. So that's how you're going to start. And 2 to go in, but if you want to insert it, you do 3. Back here. It's back here. Move it to the side, pull this back. If you need to insert it somewhere else, go ahead. But if it's back here, you insert it. Do it 3 times and it'll be inserted. So yeah, I would definitely play around with doing the sexy move and then the reverse of it. And you'll see as these things move, the reverse is just doing the exact opposite stuff. But since the case that we're talking about is in the middle of that, it's no more moves or less moves to go sexy or reverse sexy to go back. And I'd much rather have a pair that's non-oriented that needs to be inserted than an easy case that's non-oriented. And then you can just walk this around wherever you want and insert it. Just a little easier to insert a pair. Plus, they're next to each other, so it's a little easier to keep your eye on them. All right, well, that's it. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, thanks for watching.